Hi, and welcome to our Just-in-Time Learning Series. My name is Shawn Harris, and today I'm joined with Title Executive Alex Kmeyer. Welcome.
Thank you.
And today we want to talk about a very timely issue in the marketplace called probate and title insurance. So Alex, I've got a question for you. Can you tell us how it works when a property owner dies? How does that transfer to their heirs?
That's a great question, Shawn. It really depends on how they hold title when they have passed away. So as an example, if they held title as a joint tenant or joint tenancy, then they would record what's called an affidavit of death. The heirs would record an affidavit of death of joint tenants and also a copy of the death certificate. And if they died and they held title as community property or tenants in common, then it would have to go through probate.
So probate.
Yes.
Complicated for a lot of people.
Yes.
And when you get into it, sometimes you feel like you're wondering if you're going to get out. So talk a little bit about what probate is.
Okay, great. Well, it's actually the first step in a legal process of administering the estate of a deceased person. Yeah. So, without going into a lot of detail with it, because I'm certainly not an attorney, but I will say that when a person dies with a will, then the executors are directed on how they disperse their assets. If they die without a will, then the court appoints what's called an administrator, who essentially does the same thing.
Right.
So it's really the beginning process.
And what about if they die and they have a trust? How is it handled within the trust?
Okay, that's also a great question, because what happens if they pass away and they have a trust is there's typically a successor trustee. It could be the spouse, or it could be a child, or whatever that might look like. But what needs to happen is that the title company, we would need to review a copy of the trust and or a trust certification to see who the actual successor trustee is. And then as long as that person is the person who is appointed the successor trustee, then they can sell the property on their behalf.
Because what we're really trying to determine is that chain of title.
Exactly.
Who has the right to sell that piece of property?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. Good. So hopefully you gleaned some information out of today's Just-in-Time Learning Series. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of all of us over here at Fidelity Title, we're honored to be a business partner with you, and we look forward to helping you successfully close your next transaction.